folks. I'm doing very great. But why? The channel reached 100 subscribers! Thank you for supporting me for the past months this 2025. Now I will make sure that everything is just right so I can improve as a YouTuber. Everyone knows about Ever After High, a doll line created by Mattel that ran from 2013 to 2017 that serves as a fairy tale counterpart to Monster High. Like with many fashion dolls, Ever After High has a collection of playsets, some of which came with dolls, and they were pretty good for the most part. But today, I came across a mysterious Ever After High playset that never saw the light of day and was never released into store shelves. Because I had no idea what the heck is this playset. Is it real or is it custom made? You see, Ever After High has 7 dolls that were planned to be released in late 2017 or early 2018. These dolls were a Misha mermaid where you can change the color of her hair with water, a budget sleepover line with Maddie, Raven, and Darling, and a fashion line with Holly, Apple, and Farah. All these dolls never saw the light of day due to the show getting cancelled after low sales of the later dolls. However, on the Ever After High Wiki, specifically on the page of playsets released in 2016, I came across to this. What? What the heck is this? Is this real? In 2016, we saw the release of Dragon Games, and much like when other Ever After High doll lines, a movie was made because, kids won't buy the dolls unless they watch some animation with those dolls. We got new variants of Apple, Raven, Holly, Poppy, and Darling, plus new characters that consist of Mira Shards, spoiler, who's actually the evil queen of the skies, and the 3 pixies from the forest, Harelowe, Featherly, and Deerla. But despite the whole dragons theme, Mattel barely did almost any dragon-related projects. We just got a couple figures of the baby dragons, when Poppy even come in one of these instead of a shield-shaped ring, and Apple came in that playset with one of the dragons. Now, the movie features 4 more characters that receive new outfits, but never received dolls for the doll line. Those being Maddie, Ashylnn, Lizzie, and Melody. The latter one being obviously a major topic of the video. Because I found 2 images of what appears to be an unreleased playset of Melody's dragon. One that comes in the box and another one outside of the box. But what exactly is this toy? First of all, what makes this toy incredibly strange is the fact that Melody's dragon uses its set same sculpture as Apple's dragon, because in the actual Dragon Games movie, Melody's dragon is wearing headphones since Melody Piper is the daughter of the Pied Piper. Second, the sculpture used for the baby dragon seems to be the exact same one used for Princess Gale's, Holly's dragon, but at the same time it is not, because the flower is completely different from the one of Princess Gale's. Oh yeah, there's also the fact that the set comes with both a baby and an adult version of the dragon, but not the rider herself, Melody. Even the packaging is strange because it's really just a modified version of Apple's playset, because A, Apple's picture is still present on the box, and B, the Melody Piper text is actually taken from a brief character introduction in one of the episodes, Piping Hot Beats. Now, here's my personal theory regarding this mysterious toy. Mattel was most likely supposed to include Melody Piper in the Dragon Games doll line, where she would have come with both the baby and adult version of her dragon. And this is most likely a one-of-a-kind prototype. The packaging being a modified version of Apple's playset using Melody's name tag from one of the episodes was most likely a placeholder, which is pretty common for a lot of prototype packaging, like for example this Cleo Denial from the Ghoul's Beastie Pet from G2 Monster High, using Argon from G1 Cleo instead of the Argon of, the G2 Cleo. It seems that they were doing pretty well when making the prototypes of the dragons, but before they can manage to make a prototype of Melody herself, Mattel decided to scrap the playset entirely because she obviously didn't play a major role in dragon games. Though that didn't stop Mattel from making dolls of Apple and Maddie for the Epic Winter doll line when they didn't actually had a major role in the movie, whereas Faber, someone who actually played a major role in Epic Winter, didn't. But there's also a possibility that this is simply a custom toy and someone on the Ever After High Wiki mistook it as the Dragon's Games playset instead of the actual playset that came with Apple White and her dragon. If that was the case, it reminds me a lot of the infamous Totally Stylish Tattoos Barbie, where some people believe the doll was controversial because she came with a lower back tattoo with Ken's name on it, when in reality, the doll does not come with a tattoo. Someone on the internet simply made a custom tattoo and put it on the 2007 source of Barbie, and everyone mistook it for the Totally Stylish Tattoos Barbie. Now, if this was an actual unproduced toy, what would be my thoughts? Well, on the one hand, I think they missed an opportunity to release another dragon-sized playset because the Dragon Games dolls had really cool designs and the movie in general was really good. And I know Melody did eventually get her own done, but it would have been really nice if she got another one. But on the other hand, while I do like the Braebyrn playsets, I am not a fan of Apple's doll. Now, besides the silly crown helmet theming, I think Apple's Dragon Games look is pretty solid, but because she came with a playset, they ended up simplifying. Her shoes like pink detailing, her hair looks a lot more boring, she's missing a lot of armor, and she has molded on legs. Like, they're not actual pants, they're part of the doll, meaning that you can't take them off. So honestly, maybe it's for the best that Melody didn't receive a doll that came with a dragon playset because it would end up looking a lot worse than what she actually looked like in the Dragon Games film. Imagine being Apple and having a really cool outfit for a movie and then for the doll and then still looking really boring. This toy is a mystery, not just because we don't know if this is a one-of-a-kind prototype for an unproduced playset or just a custom toy, but there's also some dude things that I realize. DJ comes with a flower on her baby form instead of headphones, not even her adult form comes with headphones. And I still have no idea if the packaging on the back of the box it's the exact same one used on Apple's playset, or it was also modified to remove any mentions of Apple and replace them with, Melody. Now, as soon as I saw those two pictures about this mysterious toy, I knew I had to make a video about it because there's a very good chance that someone on the Ever After High Wiki might update the playsets from 2016 page to remove it. So, until we get more information about this toy, I either made a really cool discovery of an unproduced Ever After High playset, or I basically wasted my entire life covering in someone's custom-made DJ Dragon. Now, if it is the case of the latter, I had to admit that whoever did this custom DJ Dragon did a really great job. But honestly, you should have put the actual Dragon and Braebyrn playset because you're essentially just putting some confusing misinformation on a fan wiki. But what do you think? If this is an actual one-of-a-kind prototype for an unproduced DJ playset, or if this is simply just a custom toy? Let me know what you think down in the comments. Until then, this story has officially closed its book. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye!